y'all, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making pumpkin banana waffles. We're going to put those in the freezer to have for breakfast for other meals. Today is Tuesday and I am home from work right now on leave, dealing with some personal and health issues that I'll get to in another vlog. But I thought I'd take you guys along with me in my kitchen. It's one of my favorite places to be, and this is going to be a new recipe for me, so join it and here we go. So I'm going to start with the dry ingredients. What I like to do when I'm doing any baking or any cooking for that matter is to tidy my kitchen, get everything cleaned and put away. I review the recipe a few times, make sure I have all of the ingredients. I get the ingredients out and I go ahead and pre-measure them so that I don't forget anything, and I do separate my dry and wet when I'm baking. So this recipe is actually from theperfectpantry.com, and I'll link that recipe below. So I'll start with the dry ingredients that I'll go ahead and sift, and it calls for a 3/4 cup of all-purpose unbleached flour. I did not have unbleached flour, so I'm just going to use what I have. So here is the all-purpose flour. It also calls for 3/4 cup white whole wheat flour. I did not have white whole wheat flour. This is just wheat flour, so we're going to give this a shot. It's waffles. We'll just make sure we put extra syrup if it doesn't taste good. It is now asking for 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And you know, with baking, you do need to be more precise with your measurements, so that's all why I have all of these spoons out. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of salt. It's asking for kosher salt. I do not have kosher salt, so I'm just using regular table salt. A teaspoon of cinnamon. Oh, I love cinnamon. It smells so good. A 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, which also smells amazing. Decided to do these pumpkin banana waffles because we're a very busy family. We all work in this house, and having a grab and go somewhat healthy breakfast always helps us out. This is something that we can throw in the microwave or toaster on the way out the door or once we get to work. And the last dry ingredient is going to be a pinch of cloves, and I always hated that measurement because people's fingers are different sizes, but anyway, there's my pinch. Okay, and I'm going to sift that, and then we'll whisk that together. Not sure if you can hear the music in the background. I have it on the 80s channel. I'm a child of the 80s. I love 80s music, and so does my daughter. She's older. She's 23. She'll be 24 at the end of the year. She's actually homesick from work today. You may actually get to see her later. I'm not sure. Okay. And now we will start on our wet ingredients. Let me whisk those dry ingredients together real quick. Okay. Here we go with our wet ingredients. I decided to use my Pampered Chef large measuring bowl. It does have a lid so that I can store leftovers in this if I need to. So we'll start with our wet ingredients, and that will be 2 beaten eggs, 1 small ripe mashed banana. We eat a lot of bananas in this house. They're nutritious, they're inexpensive, they're a good source of potassium. Love bananas. And of course, we always have ripe bananas, so we make banana bread and muffins. We'll show that in another recipe. Now we have 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree, 100% pumpkin. I picked this up at the store. I didn't really have any plans for it. I just, it's the season, you know, it's the end of October, Halloween and fall. So I figured eventually we would make something with it, and here we go. A tablespoon of honey. This is 100% local honey. Anytime you can get local honey, it's always better, especially if you suffer from seasonal allergies. And bees are such magnificent creatures. That'll be another vlog. I'll share with you my adoration of bees. You'll see that bee theme come up many times if you stay tuned. And let's see, a 4th cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. My fiance Ryan loves vanilla, and his mom gets this Mexican vanilla from some store, and I don't know where she gets it. I'm gonna have to get some from her the next time we see them, because he loves it, and it's just, the flavor is so intense. It's really good. And then a cup of milk, if I don't spill it. And this is lactose-free milk because we are all lactose intolerant in this house. Quite a few digestive issues, so we have to be careful. That's why it's important to me that I cook at home, is because we do have to be so careful with our food sensitivities. In fact, I'm going to the allergist tomorrow and hoping to get some answers, maybe, might even have to go to a dietitian, but as to why I'm struggling so much with certain foods in my digestive system. I'm hoping I don't have allergies to things that I love. I already can't have garlic and have to limit onions, and you know, being lactose free, there's milk in a lot of foods, so it's kind of difficult to avoid. But we'll see, and we'll deal with it. No biggie. All right, so now I am going to whisk the wet ingredients into the dry. And then once that's done, I'll transfer the mixture back into this bowl, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to pour into the waffle maker. And I'm gonna take a second to go preheat the waffle maker, get it sprayed with some olive oil, get this nice and mixed together. Make sure I don't need to add any more flour. It does look a little runny. So let's see. Let's get this mixed together. I'm doing good. I usually get flour all over me, the cats, the dog, the kitchen. All right, ooh, it looks and smells so good. I thought about maybe putting pecans in some of these at the last minute, but I think we'll just try it this way this time, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I am going to preheat my waffle iron and move this over, get the camera set up over there, and I'll see you guys in a second.